I did a tour a couple months ago of my backyard, and I get bored with things pretty quick, so I came out here, and I've not been out as often as I would like. And one of the reasons is it's gotten a little bit dirty, and I've noticed a lot more spider webs. And if you remember my video, I don't like spiders. So as I'm seeing the webs around here, it tells me it's time for me to do a little bit of a facelift. So that's what we're going to do today. I love my seating area. That's not going to change. However, under this umbrella here, I think what I'm going to do is move my big dining area table over here and switch it to under this umbrella. And the reason is as the sun sets, that gets fully exposed to harsh sun, which is why we did the curtains. But that isn't working either. It gets breezy. The curtains blow onto the table and knock things over. I've tried putting things down to weigh them and it just hasn't worked. So I'm going to move that over here and then create a whole new seating area over there. So that's what we're going to do today, is just play around with the layout of everything, give the backyard a nice cleaning, and see how we can re-enjoy this backyard for this summer. Some people had asked for a day in my life. This is what I do. Domino's wondering why I'm not taking him for a walk, but this is what I do. I get a crazy idea and I just go with it. So we're going to move everything out of the way, and we're going to take this table apart so that I can move it so that it will be in shade. This is our primary table. We eat out here for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and oftentimes just to hang out and play a game. So I want to make this as comfortable as possible. So moving it to the shade will help us greatly. And thankfully I have my youngest helping me on this particular day, so she's being an awesome helper. Now, the canopies that we're using here, we keep piecing together with zip ties. This, number one, helps them to stay all the same height, but it also gives us a bigger area for shade, and that helps immensely. Now we're going to clean off the chairs, and I'm not, again, worried about dust as much as getting rid of those dreaded spiders. So once we get them washed, I'm going to go ahead and move them into place. And with this area we just emptied, I'm moving over the ping pong table that we made. And remember that door I turned into a chalkboard? That is the perfect solution for our scoreboard now. I also had an old bookcase from a long time ago that I made from IKEA scraps. So I'm going to use that to hold some of our pieces like the paddles and some smaller games. And then I'm using the remnants from the folding table, the vinyl that was left over, just to line those bookshelves. And now that that is all set up, it's time for a break of day one. We're going to blow some bubbles and then we'll play some ping pong. Day two. Okay, so our step has been altered. Whatever the tenant was last, change the direction of the steps, which means when you first step out, you have less than 2 feet, which is a huge danger. You can see where the old step used to be here. They just added concrete, and now the step goes to the side. So we had steps built, which was great, but there's a ton of spiders. So each brown widow sack can have 150 eggs. You guys, that's way too many spiders for Noreen. So I'm cleaning all those out, and something I use is this natural spider repellent. So this bottle is the perfect size. I get some peppermint oil, a little bit of dish soap, and I just spray the heck out of these about every 4 to 6 weeks. And you can see immediately, I've already washed these. The peppermint oil, the spiders do not like that, so they will run. I mark the bottle with peppermint so I don't ever confuse it, because if you spray it with anything else, you'll get a little tingle. So I just saturate my furniture, including the cushions and pillows, and you guys, what a huge difference that will make. Now I'm just going to hose down the other areas. Now I sweep the rest of the time, but about every 3 months, I go ahead and give it a good washing just so everything stays cleaner, especially with the dog and the cat running around. And I don't know why, but hosing an area down like this is always so therapeutic for me. Let me know in the comments below if you enjoy doing that, but there's something so satisfying about washing down a patio. So I'm just aiming all of this toward my driveway, and at the very, very end, which I won't show you, I go ahead and clean it all up from the driveway as well. But I'm thoroughly washing the stairs so there's no webs. using my peppermint oil to get that whole area. But the wooden steps, I'm going to go one step further. I've got my peppermint oil and a paintbrush, and I'm actually really going to put a good trail of the peppermint oil all over these stairs. Now, I hadn't done that for about 6 months, and that's when I could really tell the spiders were coming back. So I'm just going to finish getting it down the driveway. And again, I won't show you when I clean out the driveway, but I make sure everything is nice and clean so my neighbors don't have a trail of dirt coming out of my house either. Put the stairs back. And now I'm ready to enjoy my backyard again. So here's what it looks like at night. And I love this little area of my backyard so much. This is my favorite place to sit. It's my retreat. So I wanted you to see it at nighttime. But here's the daytime tour. So I did move the barbecue out of the way, and the barbecue doesn't look any different. It just opened this area up to a prettier view when I first walk out. So I'm much happier with that. My potting bench is still something I very much love and use pretty often. And now here's the table with the canopy of other umbrellas. Now the sun direction is going to be changing, so I might have to tweak this just a little bit as we go into fall. But that area that was getting full sun in the afternoon is a great place for us to just go play games. It's okay that we're in the sun when we're playing ping pong or using the inflatable swimming pool, but this is the area that was killing us and we weren't using the table. So now it is fully shaded, and we will definitely use this so much more. You can see my office in the background. I've mentioned many times it is in my garage, and that works very well for me. But this is so much better. And like I said, I'm really glad that I got to use that door that I turned into a chalkboard. It's hanging on this trellis that I attached to the wall, and it's the perfect place for us to keep score. The scraps from the table look really cute against the rest of the black and white that I have here. And it's funny, when I'm looking at this, I didn't see the bungee cord I had there, but we do cover the ping pong table at night, so that bungee cord is to keep the tarp closed up. So we'll definitely spend more time out here again, and I'll probably do another freshen up as it gets into the fall season. The summer things that we've got will go back in the garage and get put away until next season. But Sparta approves, and so far Domino approves as well. So thanks so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you also to my patrons, whom I'll list in just a moment, but now it's time for me to take this boy for a walk. Thanks guys, we'll see you next time.